Hi guys, welcome to another video by me, Deandra. You're watching Living Natural. Like, subscribe, and share this video, guys, with your family and friends. So in today's episode, we will be uppotting a rose bush that I purchased 3 months ago, approximately 3 to 4 months ago. It is in a plastic bag, so I will be removing it from the plastic bag and putting it in a pot. The pot that I will be using, this is my snake plant in my bedroom. It filters the air, guys. Snake plant, so get one, put it in your room, as it filters the air and keeps toxins out. I'm in love with this snake plant. Anyways, so I will be putting this rose bush in a medium sized pot, as well as I have a pothos, guys, a green and white pothos. I will be showing you that shortly. I am in love with this pothos, but it's very tall. It's almost as tall as I am, so I'm going to have to cut this pothos and prop it. So I will be propagating my pothos. I did an experiment, I believe around 3 weeks ago, and this is the result. So I realized that it has rooted, and there it is. It has rooted very nicely. So I will be cutting another section of my pothos and potting it up in another pot, probably a pot a little bit bigger than this one. So what I did, I cut a section of the pothos, and then I propagated each leaf of the pothos, so to get a fluffier pot. So when each part starts to trail, as you can see, this one has already started to send out shoots. So guys, I hope you like, subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Come along with me. So this is the rose bush that I was telling you guys about. It had sent out a bud. There it is, right there. It's not open as yet, but before it does open, I want to put it in a pot. This is what it's currently in right now. So it's in this plastic planter bag. So I want to put it in a pot so that it gets a chance to do its thing and get fluffy and all of that. And let me show you the pot that I will be using for my rose bush. I will be using this pot, this size pot, right? So I will be putting it in this pot. So it's perfect, I think, and there is enough room in the pot for it to spread its roots for now, and then further down I can always uppot this plant. So this is a soil that I will be using. It is a mixture of Miracle-Gro soil along with chicken manure and topsoil and some stones. So I have mixed everything together. The chicken manure is to feed the rose plant, because as you know, rose plants are heavy feeders. So that is to feed the rose plant so that the blooms are lush and beautiful, and it be able to grow into a nice plant. So this is a pot that I will be using. So I will be putting some soil at the bottom of the pot first. Put some of the soil in here as I showed you a short while ago. So now I will be cutting the plastic bag that I have my rose bush in, and then I will be placing it in the container. You have to ensure that you use a plant mat so as not to create a mess. So this is it's not fully, it is rooted, but it's not, it doesn't have a lot of roots on it, so as not to disturb this plant, because it has a bloom that is about to open. I will just be placing it in the pot. But I don't think I like this soil. Down here it is. I'm going to break up the soil a bit because this soil is very clean. So I'm going to just break up the bottom section of this soil a bit, and then I will place it in the fresh soil. Alright, there it is, guys. So I have centered the plants in the pot, and I will be filling it in with my soil mix that I created. So remember, this soil mix, it has chicken manure, stones for a little bit of aeration and good drainage. I have topsoil in it as well, and the Miracle Grow soil mix, which is a very airy soil mix. So this plant should get all the nutrients it needs for the next 6 months, because the Miracle Grow soil mix, it feeds the plant for up to 6 months. And then, you know, the chicken manure is added fertilizer, natural fertilizer to the plant. So this is my potted rose bush. I can't wait for her to bloom. I will be watering her in, and then I'll show you the result of that. So there is the bud right there. It is supposed to be a multicolored bloom, so I can't wait to see what it looks like. It's supposed to have 3 colors. I don't know if it will have 3 colors at once, or if it will give me one color then fade into the other. So we will see, and I will document that journey. So this is my rose bush, nicely potted. I believe it is centered, but that's fine. So I'll put this to the side, and now I will be cutting my pothos. I don't really want to cut this pothos, guys, but I'm going to have to cut this pothos. Do you see how tall it is? It's like very tall. So I will be linking the length of this pothos in the corner, so you can just look out for how tall it is. So I had cut this previously, as I had told you. So I will be cutting the longer vine, and the longer vine, I believe, is this one. So I will be cutting it around here at this point, and then I will be doing further cuttings from it to put in the pot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuttings, because I want a very fluffy pot. So I'll be cutting it here. But guys, before I cut this plant, you should know that you need to sterilize whatever cutting instrument that you will be using. I will be using my scissors, so I will be sterilizing the scissors with some sanitizer. You can use sanitizer or you can use alcohol, it's your choice. So I will be wetting my napkin and ensure I sanitize my blades so as to prevent my plant from catching any form of disease. So as I told you before, I will be cutting this plant right here. I think this is the right one, right? Let me see the length again to see which one is taller. Yep, it's this one. I hope so. Alright, so I'll be cutting it here to get 5 cuttings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will cut it right here. And guys, this is called golden pothos. It has many names. It is a golden pothos. It's called Chinese money plant. It's also called devil's ivy because it is a poisonous plant to pets and children. So if you intend to keep this plant as a house plant, keep it away from your children and from your cats, your dogs, or any other pet that you might have. It's a very low light plant. You can do nothing to kill this plant. It can be grown in water or soil or any type of mixture. So it does very well in low light, and you can keep it in your house. So let me go ahead now and make further cuttings. I will make further cuttings of this vine that I cut. So I will be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, if you realize that I cut this plant where I see the roots stemming out, if you can see, you'll see the root. It has pushed some root there. So all of my cuttings, there is a little root there. I do it like this because I want the plant to grow fluffy in the pot. So let us see if we have enough cuttings once I fill this pot with some soil. So I will be filling this pot with the same mixture that I use for the rose plant, and then I will be sticking each cutting in the soil. This is a nice size pot. I might have to cut just a bit more to have a fluffy full pot. Alright, so that is that. I think I'm going to cut just a bit more. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, guys, and now stick our pieces in the soil and water it in when we're finished. So this is one piece with the root tip, and you'll just be sticking it just like that in the soil. Very easy, you see that? So we just stick it in the soil and then we will water it in. This is another cutting that I will be sticking in. I think I'm going to need just probably 2 more cuttings because I want this to be, I want to get a very fluffy, nice pot. So as you see, I'm just sticking it in. It's nothing hard. You can do it at home. I just ensure that the root is in the soil, and that's it. See, it's a new shoot. I think I want to put a bit more in it so as to make it a bit more fluffy, and I will be sterilizing my scissors again just to ensure that there's no bacteria on it. So I will be wiping my scissors to ensure that there's no bacteria and the flowers won't catch any disease so easily from it. So I'll be making a cutting from the same vine that I just cut from. Alright, this one, it has, alright, I see it has sent out a new shoot, so I don't really want to cut that. So I'll be making this cutting right here where I'm getting a root on it, and then I will proceed to take another cutting from this section. See, my first cutting was from here in the, for this one that I potted up 3 weeks ago. My first cutting was from here, and you realize that since this cutting, it sent out a new node right at the node. It sent out a new stem right here. So I am what to do. I think, let me see, I just need one cutting different from this one. I'm going to go back to this one and just cut it right here, and then make one cutting here. This should be sufficient amount. So I will be sticking it in here. I'm guys, trust me, once this stays moist and with part shade and part sun, it will grow in very quickly. As I said, you have to try to kill this plant, like to kill this plant. It's a very hard plant to die. Alright, so that is it. So it is fully potted with all my cuttings, so we just hope and pray that everything catches and it will be looking gorgeous. Can't wait to see the results. So this is my potted golden pothos, Chinese money plant, devil's ivy, any name that you prefer. So guys, I have shown you my rose, but I have potted up my rose bush and I have potted up my golden pothos. So I will be watering these plants and then I will be setting them on the outside. Yes, so thank you for watching this video. I hope that you like, subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. And remember guys, it's free to subscribe, so please subscribe to my videos and like them, and you will receive more content like this, more tips, care tips for your plants and potting ideas, and that you can use in potting up your plants. So like, subscribe and share. Bye. Okay, guys, it is all watered in and we will just leave it to grow. There it is. So guys, there it is, all watered in. So I will just leave these plants to grow and thrive and be their best.